Hi guys, I'm Steph. Thank you so much for checking out my channel today. I am so sorry that I have not posted in so long. My co-op just got so crazy towards the end. There was just so much work to do. I was working such late hours. I didn't have time to put on makeup, let alone to film videos, but my co-op just ended and I don't start school till Thursday, so I have a few days off, and I'm really excited to be bringing you a lot more videos. I have like the whole month already planned out. I am super excited with all the new stuff coming out, so I really hope that you guys subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload, but it's definitely going to be a lot more consistent. So let's just jump into this before this video gets too long. So for those of you who don't know, this is a project where I'm trying to finish up items that are anything but makeup. This involves hair care, skin care, nails, books, the kind of a mishmash of things in my life that I'm trying to finish up, and I try to keep the number of items close to 10. I just think it's a nice round number. So let's go ahead and I will tell you what I finished, what goals I've met, what I'm moving into the project, all that good stuff. The Boots Tea Tree Witch Hazel Peel Off Face Mask has been in this project for a few months now, but I only had a little bit left, so I decided to kind of bring in these cleansers as well to make it kind of one giant item. So as you can see, I did end up finishing off the peel off face masks. I was down to this mark right here, and I thought I had one use out of it, maybe two. I ended up getting about 3 more uses out of it, but I'm so happy to finally finish this off because I do have this exact same mask as a double in my collection, so at least now I only have one, but masks are something that is definitely tricky for me to use and get through, so to actually finish one off is pretty exciting. And like I said, I rolled in these cleansers. So these were the Foreo Day Cleanser and Night Cleanser, and it just came in a little mini trial pack with the Foreo Play, and I finished these up. There's completely nothing left in them, so these can go into the garbage. For these, I get that they work with the Foreo. I don't think they're really great cleansers, and if you didn't have the Foreo, would they really work? I mean, I wouldn't go out and pick them up. I didn't love the Foreo Play, so I wouldn't go ahead and recommend these, but I'm happy that they are now something I can put in the garbage. The next item I finished off were body washes, so I actually had 2 in. This Body Shop one, my line is right here, so I only had this little bit left. And for this Willow and Bloom Cherry Blossom, I was right here, so I only had this much left. And I was able to, as you can see, finish off both of these, so that is really great. Next thing I finished off is this L'Oreal Elvive Fibrology Air Root Lifting Dry Shampoo. I am so excited. This has been in here since I started this project. This is a rolling project that I started in January, so this has been in here since January, and I finally finished it. I'm so happy. I really don't like this. I think it is a terrible dry shampoo, but I really like using it as a texturizing spray, giving my hair a little bit of lift, a little bit of volume, so I'm happy that I was able to find a way to use it, but I would not recommend it. I think it is a terrible dry shampoo. It made my hair look more greasy. I absolutely hated it. Found a way to use it, which I'm happy about because it didn't just let the product go to waste, but I would definitely not repurchase or recommend. Next thing I finished off has also been in this project since the beginning, and that is the first book of Game of Thrones. It has taken me so long. Last time we had an update, I was on page 558. There's about 804 pages total, so got a lot of reading done this month. I'm super happy about that. It was a great way to relax between work, and I honestly read a bunch of chapters this weekend as soon as I finished my co-op, so really happy that I was able to finish this one off. Next, moving into the products where I met my goal but the product isn't yet finished. So you'll understand what I mean when I get into it. So again, this was kind of a tandem one because for March I intended to finish up all of these white strips, but I didn't get to it, but there's 2 left. I finished them off. I think because the 2, I didn't do all 14 in a row. I don't think the effects were as great as they could have been. White strips are definitely something I'm interested in testing out more in the future, but for now I think I'm going to give my teeth a bit of a break because I don't want to harm my enamel. So then also when it came to dental, I had this little mini Listerine Total Care Zero where my goal was to finish half of the bottle. It was brand new, and I am down to here. So as you can see, I've definitely surpassed the halfway mark. And I'm not entirely sure I did this all on my own. I think my boyfriend might have been also using some of this mouthwash, so I can't fully claim credit, but I'm happy with where we're at. And my goal for this month is going to be just to finish off this little bit left. Next product I have also met my goal on, but is still incredibly not finished, is the e.l.f. Eye Refresh. So again, this has been in this project since the beginning. The first 2 months I was like, okay, I'll try to use this 15 times. I didn't have any trouble using it at least 15 times. And so for this month I said, oh, I'm going to try to use it 20 times. I ended up using it like 22 times. So since keeping track of it, I've used this over 52 times, and I was using it before then. So you are getting great value for money with this item. So we're going to try for another 20 uses. I do feel like there is less product in here. It's a little rollerball, so sometimes I have to put it back and forth over my hand a few times to get the product flowing before I apply it to my under eye area. So that's encouraging that we may be nearing the end. I don't know, it's really hard to tell, especially with packaging like this. So 20 uses for the next month. We'll see how it goes. Now for these next set of items, unfortunately I did not meet my goal, but I still had some pretty good progress, so let's see how I did. First thing we have is the Clean and Clear Advantage Acne Spot Treatment Salicylic Acid. Basically it's just a salicylic acid spot treatment. When we started I was here, and now I'm right here. I'm sure you can see this line. I drew it like really heavy multiple times. So there's just like this little itty bit left right here, which I don't think I'm going to have any trouble finishing off. So my goal is going to be just to finish this little thing off. Next is the Revlon Double Twist Fast Drying Base and Top Coat. And my goal was to finish off the remainder of what I had. Where I started is the first black line, and where I am is the second black line. So I used about half the product. Previously, before putting it in this project, I had only ever used it as a top coat. For this project, I started to use it as a base coat and a top coat, but I found that it made my nails really weak and like kind of crack easily, so I really do not enjoy this as a base coat, and now I kind of remember why I only used it as a top coat. So I've gone back to putting a nail hardener on for a little bit just to kind of strengthen my nails, but I do think that I should be able to finish this up in this month. And also, if you saw last month, the brush was really messed up. It was like very frayed and coming out. So I just cut off the bristles that were kind of wonky and like had come off. So it's a lot easier to work with now. Sticking with nails, I have my nail polish remover. My goal was to use this 8 times. I managed to use it 6. I was so close. I actually put on enough nail polish enough times that I should have taken it off 8 times, but one time it completely peeled off and another time it kind of just like chipped away slowly, so only got 6 uses out of it. But I have been marking my progress, so this line is where we were, this is where we are. So again, I'm going to try for another 8 uses. I just like to mark it because having the visual is nice besides just the actual goal of 8 uses. Next is the Dove Hairspray. Previously, I had been aiming for 5 uses per update, which I had been pretty good at, and I was like, I'm going to challenge myself, I'm going to go for 7 uses. Well, I used it for 5, so I kind of figure it's a little hard to fit into my routine more than 5. And on top of that, this dry shampoo, I thought I had like, 3 more uses out of it. This probably took me 7 more uses to finish. Like, this was never ending, so I had a lot more uses in this than I realized, so that I don't really use them together, so that stopped me because I really wanted to finish off this. So I'm going to go back to 5 uses, especially because I am back in school. I kind of just like to let my hair, I'm trying to let my hair dry on its own, not do so much to it because I find it is getting a bit damaged, so I don't want to use as much heat and product. I kind of just like to put some oil in it to condition it and just like let it dry naturally. And when I was using this, it was more so like I was doing if I would do a high ponytail and I wanted everything to be like sleek and put back, I would do this. Sometimes if I'm going to do a braid, I'll like spray this in my hair so it'll keep that wave. So I can find a few ways to use this, but I don't want to be filling my hair with hairspray every single day. So I think 5 uses, which is more than once a week, is sufficient. So I'm just going to put it back down to 5 and see how we do. That was just really a long way of saying I'm going to put it for 5 uses as my goal. So because I did finish up 4 products, I am rolling 4 products in. obviously to replace the first book of Game of Thrones, I am putting in the second book from the series. This book is longer. I mean, ideally, I would like to be reading these books much faster than I am. I don't want to take multiple years to finish this series, but just the way things are right now, I'm finding it very hard to find the time to read, and I want to put obtainable goals for myself, because if I put a goal that is too outlandish, it's just going to be disheartening when I don't finish it, and it's not going to motivate me. It's just going to be like, well, I can never reach that goal, why bother type thing. So I like to put realistic goals. So my goal for this is going to be a third of the book. So there's 969 pages, so that would be 323 pages in would be a third. So we'll see if I can do it. I think it'll be manageable. I hope so. We'll see. So a third. That might be a bit of an ambitious goal, but at least it's not as daunting as the whole book. Since these body washes are out, I'm going to be putting in another body wash. If you'll remember a few updates ago, I mentioned how I had this whole kit of little mini ones, so I'm taking one from that kit. And this one is the Willows in Bloom. This is the vanilla shower gel, and my goal is going to be to use up half. I don't particularly love these shower gels, but I own them and I want to use them because there's no point in just keeping them around. I'm not using them another way, so I find putting them in this project, I'm really happy that I am getting the use out of them, but I don't find them super foaming. Like, I've never been like, oh, I love this shower gel, I don't like this shower gel before. They kind of all have been the same. So for me to be like, yes, this one is subpar, has made me realize that there actually is in fact a difference when it comes to shower gels. So these ones aren't great, but they get the job done. I do get clean, so I definitely want to finish them off. So half of this is the goal. With the face mask and the cleansers, I finished off quite a bit of skincare, but there's new skincare I want to test out, so I don't want to put anything in this project to finish up in terms of face skincare. But in terms of body care, I have this B. Camon's Chemist Bio Maple Sugar Body Scrub. Looks like this. So as you can see, I've clearly marked this is where I am. And this is just a body scrub. It's a great little exfoliant. I really like it for my legs and just for my body in general. I've had this for years. I am super terrible about getting through it. It still works fine, smells fine. I don't think it's gone off or anything, but I don't need to keep it around, and I find myself forgetting to use it. So putting this project, I want to remind myself to use it, and my goal is going to be to use up half of what is remaining. So I'm thinking like half is about here. That seems reasonable. So half. And I finished up the L'Oreal Dry Shampoo, but I don't want to put in another hair care product because as I look over at my hair care shelf, which is over there, I have quite a few products that I don't even use. So I kind of just want to play around with different products this month, see what intrigues my interest. I have like finishing sprays and texturizing sprays and gels and this and that. So I don't want to try so hard to focus on one thing because I want to be able to use up a multitude of things. So I'm putting in something random, which is Floss Wand. I have a whole little bag right here, and I'm not a great flosser. I kind of forget to do it. I don't remember to do it. So to me, this project isn't only about using things up in my collection, it's also about getting into good habits. I've heard it takes 30 days to start a habit. I'm not sure if my next update is going to be before 30 days, but I'm going to try to use a floss wand every single day. So between now and the next update, I want to use a floss wand every night before bed, however many days that may be. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I guess I'll keep track of the days that I miss versus the days that I do, if that makes sense. That is where I am with my anything but makeup project. I'm really enjoying it. I find it's a great way to use things, motivate myself, just stay focused, get some stuff out of my collection that's just been cluttering it. I know it's not the most interesting project to watch, but filming it really helps keep me on track. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye.